relics of the ancient past. Chaos rises, shadows cast. A force of nature, wild and free, bringing worlds to their knees. Waters rage and cities fall. In his wake he conquers all. Chaos reigns, his power untamed. In his wrath none remain.
You were quite punctual.
You bet. Sup, and welcome aboard the Argo, the vessel of Nine Valley's new high-speed transport service.
Our pilot is a child.
We might have been better off on the ground.
I'll have you know that I'm a licensed pilot. And that's real rich coming from you guys. You look like a bunch of kids about to go on a picnic with their daddy to me.
Ooh, we got burned.
Phew, but boy, did I not see your daddy's ID coming. Who knew my mystery client would turn out to be our former Governor General, Rufus Albarea? Oops. What, do you prefer Supreme Leader now?
Please, if I knew I'd be repeating myself so soon, I would have gathered my audience. That title is not mine.
But then...
I'm confused. Who's Rufus? That's this guy's real name. C was a nickname. So it's Rufus, huh? I think it's much cuter than C. I give it 85 points! Ooh, he kicked your butt, S.
Why would I care when I don't even get what criteria she's basing these on?
So are you famous then, Rufus? Everyone seems to know who you are. He's not just famous, he's super famous. He's the elder son of House Albarea, one of the 4 great houses of Erebonia, and he became Crossbell's first Governor General. Together with the Empire's Chancellor and Crown Prince, he led the country to all-out war. But then he got arrested after it ended. That's all the big common knowledge stuff, but trust me, I know all about the skeletons in his closet. Wow, you're so smart, Nadia.
Is knowing part of handling the unpleasant side of things?
Wow, you're so smart, Rufus.
Can she try not to stir up trouble with him?
what it's like to have a sibling. Cerberus is so cute! I hope I can pet him later on.
I'm afraid this side of the deck is occupied. You'll have to sleep elsewhere.
I wasn't planning to sleep out here.
Oh? Then what's brought you outside?
I wanted to go stargazing. What about you?
I wanted to take in the night air.
Since we're both here, there's something I'd like to ask.
What is it?
I know that you're a famous man, but are you a good man or a bad man?
Bad, though that would be putting it mildly.
So very bad?
Very, very bad. I have used anything and everything to advance my interests, be it titles, fame, or even those pure of heart. There is little point in feigning a moral compass when human lives hold no value to me, or acting chivalrous when all that does is hinder me.
Do you still feel that way?
I do. I'm using you, Swin and Nadia, to bring my designs to fruition, am I not? I'm also using those we met in the capital, like my brother.
None of that sounds like something someone good would do, yes. You really are a very bad man.
I'm glad we could come to an understanding. So, armed with that knowledge, what do you intend to do?
Am I supposed to do something?
I suppose a doll has no reason to care if a human is good or evil.
Being a doll has nothing to do with it. But were you hoping I would admonish you? Or perhaps comfort you?
Of course not.
Okay, then I still intend to do nothing. Whether I praise you for your deeds as a hero, or chastise you for your misdeeds as a villain, it won't change you at your core. You are who you are.
Just how does humanity look through your lens for you to think in such simple terms?
I don't know. I can't answer that when I'm still learning about what it means to be human. All I can say is, I don't see if you're good or bad, where you're from, or how you were raised. I don't see what you've done or haven't done, what you possess or what you lack, because none of those are what make you exist as a person. So it can't be that you suddenly don't exist just because someone decides to reject those parts of you.
That's quite a philosophical approach to the matter. Or perhaps that objective thinking is the most one of artificial intelligence can fathom.
I don't know. How could I know? Just to me, being is what makes a human a human.
Perhaps you're right.
And so, it's what makes you, you.
Perhaps you're right. I don't remember the exact moment I began to search for meaning in my life. My father elected to raise me as his own son, irrespective of the fact I was born because his wife laid with another man. He did so with the same ease he rejected his flesh and blood because he was born from a common woman. When I learned the truth, I finally understood that House Alberea wanted me not as a human being, but as a product of noble blood. It was so hard to bear that it made me sick. Was that all? Was that the only reason I existed? I refused to accept it. I couldn't take it. And as I turned my eyes from this terrible truth, a new, more terrible thought dawned upon me. If that was not the reason I existed, then what was? That was when I met him. It is said we seek that which we do not have. Through him, I sought the Father I never had. I convinced myself that if I did as sons do and became more than he ever was, then I would understand the real reason for my existence. And there it was. At last, I had a goal, something to pursue. I stopped at nothing to make that goal a reality. There was no effort too ambitious, no principle too sacred to violate. But no matter what I did, it still wasn't enough. Everything I had done to secure my victory had led to a resounding, humiliating defeat. A defeat at the hands of my own brother, who, despite his unfortunate upbringing, had grown into someone strong and true. I envied him for that, but perhaps I should have known all along that a mere product could never hope to have a real, genuine purpose. The whole predicament would have been worth a laugh had it not been so deeply painful. Why am I here? What is my reason for being? Who am I?
You are who you are. I don't see what you've done or haven't done, what you possess or what you lack, because none of those are what make you exist as a person. Just to me, being is what makes a human a human.
Such nonsense. I thought you weren't planning to sleep out here. I'm unsure if dolls are capable of catching colds, but I believe you've taken in the stars enough for one night.
It's me!
I'll take care of it.
So, where should we start our search? The administrative district? I shall. Could be flying a little too close to the sun. But then again, sometimes that's what you gotta do to nab something juicy.
On it.
Time to go!
I'll take care of it.
There's the sweet
As you well know, Western Zemuria is in a lamentable state. Jirai and North Ambria have become frequent targets of terrorism, and racial conflict remains rife throughout the Calvard Republic. Evil is no longer a seedling to be uprooted with ease. It has bloomed and dispersed corruption across the entire continent. Yet all hope is not lost. I ask that you remember the ideals of the late Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gileath Osborne. He understood that if we could not eradicate evil in parts, that we must then be united as a whole through armed might. If we forego a unified system to divide and allocate our resources where they are best needed, we will never know true peace. That is why I, Rufus Alborea, the successor to His Excellency's legacy, have vowed to bring our many great nations together. We cannot let evil continue to sow its seeds. We must fight back for the sake of humanity's future, for the sake of our world's future. And should any neighboring country to which I extend this warm invitation refuse, they will receive due judgment for their arrogance.
Recuria. Over here. Whoa! Check out all the dolls! It's LP as far as the eye can see! I'll thank you to remember that I'm a Rosenberg doll. I'm in a different league compared to those garden variety specimens. And yet, some of these were in fact made by the studio of which you speak. Really? Oh, you're right! This perfectly sculpted masterpiece is unmistakably a Rosenberg.
You have our thanks. Now, would you prefer Angel of Slaughter or Wren Bright?
Call me whatever you like, Jade Rook. I suspected something wasn't right about our new supreme leader, and seeing you explains why.
I've heard you were an astute one, and you do not disappoint.
Someone you know?
Not on a personal level, no. But we are familiar with one another's backgrounds.
I honestly didn't expect to meet you quite like this. Though, truth be told, my interest is mostly in her.
well, are those customers I spy? What a peculiar bunch you are.
could you, Nadia? How could you think to sell me off to that woman? Oh, how couldn't I when your cuteness is worth a fortune? I wouldn't want to insult you by cheaping out. I'm that cute? Well, that is true. I forgive you.
This was an alarming about-face.
All is in order.
Bro, I don't want to do this.
Cut you down!
I shall. And bam!
Okay.
It's me! Are you ready? Bye! We smashed him and thrashed him! A simple matter.
Target locked.
I'll take care of it.
Cut you down!
How plain.
Got you! I shall! And bam! How shall we play? Are you ready? Bye!
Ready? Target locked.
All right.
Cut you down!
Here come some buddies. I shall. And bam!
On it. Target locked.
I'll take care of it.
Cut you down!
It's me! Are you ready? Bye!
On it. That ought to do it. Not much of a surprise.
The cherry on top!
All is in order.
A treasure chest! Gimme, gimme! I shall!
On it.
It's the easy street.
Target locked.
On guard.
Cut you down!
Outplane. With me, Lapis.
I've got it! It's me! Are you ready? Bye! I shall! And bam!
Ready? Target locked. Gah! They're down! Now, Nadia!
Yep!
All right.
Cut you down!
It's me! Are you ready? Bye!
On it. You picked the wrong opponent to mess with.
Even perfection can stand to improve. It's me!
I'll take care of it.
My turn!
On it.
How shall we play?
On guard.
My turn!
On it.
My apologies for the delay.
Just the gal we need. What's the word, Claire?
Well, it took longer than I'd hoped, but this information came directly from our sentries near the border. They confirmed that Crossbell's new Supreme Leader never left the state while C was active.
Then he wasn't lying.
Yeah, there really are two Rufuses.
But how is that possible?
It isn't. It's preposterous, even. Or so I would say had we not seen him in the flesh.
He played us enough to be the real thing.
He sure did. First he calls himself C and sets things up so we'd make our way to the capital. Then he gets us to take care of that coup for him, while he gets away with whatever info the EDF provided him.
Using every means at his disposal has always been his way. And this was no exception.
Then are we in agreement that the Rufus in Crossbell isn't the real one?
The evidence seems to point that way at present. Perhaps it is also my hope that it points that way.
I doubt it, since I'm inclined to agree. Rufus acting the way the Supreme Leader does after what he went through doesn't make as much sense to me. You had to have had an effect on him in some way at the Imperial Fortress, Eustace.
I would like to believe that as well. Have you learned anything more about the three children accompanying him?
We're still looking into them, I'm afraid.
I know our side can't talk, but they were strong as hell for being kids.
All I can confirm from my end is that no record of them exists in the Intelligence Division's database. Too underground for even the ID to pin down means it'll be extra tough for us.
It's best to assume they and whoever was controlling the airship are hired help.
It should have been impossible for your friends to win. Eustace, members of Class 7, please, tell me why.
It's because you refuse to rely on anyone but yourself. We won't be getting anywhere wondering what he's up to here. I propose we move on using the one lead he provided.
If you wish to know what befell the Courageous Two, make for the Nord Highlands.
Do you feel you can trust his word enough to warrant going to the Highlands, Reen?
If anything else, I did get the impression that he is actively against the Supreme Leader. There's likely some ulterior motive behind telling us that lead. But Eustace is right that we should use it. Especially if there's any chance we can help Crossbell in the process.
I'll respect your decision, of course, but...
Some of us will have to remain in the capital. The aftermath of the coup d'etat requires some attention before it can be considered resolved.
I'll stick around for it. May as well see it through. It'd be good to hit up the entertainment district and the Bracer Guild for info while I'm here too.
Gaius is in the middle of an investigation of his own in Nord, I think. There should be enough people if you meet up with him and anyone else who's up east.
Muse is also planning to travel from the branch campus to join him. But will that be enough under the circumstances?
Then will we suffice?
Huh? Kurt! And hello there again. Sounds like you've been making some headway into the investigation.
About your lead. Since our father is still occupied in the West, we will be accompanying you in his stead. May we Vanders be of great service.
What's wrong? Our group is pretty stacked for this, so I don't think you need to worry.
I am worried, but not about that. We all refrained from voicing our concerns yesterday, but you're not going to take on too much to compensate for what those soldiers said, are you? The ones from the underground.
You're a filthy traitor, Ashen Chevalier! So many of us joined the army to follow in your footsteps, only for you to trample all over our ambitions. You couldn't possibly understand the frustration of those who died in that war, or even those left behind. It's time you took responsibility for your actions.
It's true. Their words did affect me. They reminded me that for some, the war never really ended.
Try to see them as the exception they are.
Exactly. That isn't your fault, Rean.
I know. But it's also not something I can turn a blind eye to. It's only by understanding one another that we will be able to move forward. At least, that's what I think now.
We just don't want to let that consume you.
Everyone in the Imperial Army bears that responsibility, myself included.
None of us here want you to shoulder that burden alone. Isn't that right? Altina? Muse?
Oh, absolutely. Class 7 is and will always be about supporting one another. I think they've echoed my sentiments. Well then, have a safe journey. If there are answers to be found in Nord, then I know you'll find them.
Thanks. Keep us in your thoughts.
There you are.
I hope the trip wasn't too tiring. Oh!
And here I thought we'd be getting here first.
We just happened to be on the train right before yours.
I'm glad you all arrived safely. And long time no see, Lieutenant Colonel.
Likewise. It's reassuring to have you with us.
We heard about the attempted coup from Major Revelt. It must have been so hard for you, Rean.
You're kind of worried, but I'm fine. Better than fine now that you're both here. All I have to do is see your face, and it's like my heart feels a little lighter.
Then it was worth it, huh? But there's no river I wouldn't cross to find you if you needed me. Though magic makes it simple enough to skip the river crossing route if there was an emergency. So don't you forget that all you have to do is call, and I'll be right there.
Thanks. I won't.
But boy, I'm still finding it hard to believe we have two Rufuses running around now. I'll cross my fingers the lead from the literal lesser of two evils pays off, but we still need to be smart about our approach.
Agreed. There's no telling what could happen. That's all the more reason why we appreciate your and Lady Mildene's attention to this matter.
Oh, I'm more than happy to give it.
Where's Gaius, by the way?
He's gotten a head start investigating in the Highlands, I believe. A soldier gave us a message saying he intends to convene with us at the settlement.
I see. Then we'll head his way once we've greeted the person in charge here.
I believe he's someone you know?
Colonel Dalton of the 23rd Armored Division, yes. I haven't seen him since his division took stewardship of the gate after the war.
Oh, right. It was the 7th that was in charge of Zender up until last year. The 23rd was one of the new divisions created for the war, wasn't it?
Indeed. With all the changes underway in the army, the 23rd has no general at present. But I hear the colonel's done a stellar job of keeping the division unified in the absence of one.
He sounds like someone who'd more than cooperate with our investigation, at least.
I've already informed him of our arrival. We should go and see him right away.
Listen, Reen. Don't go biting off more than you can chew. Being an instructor doesn't mean you have to be the strong one in the group 24/7. I didn't have to be because you were there for me. So that means you don't have to be because I'll be there for you. At least I'll try to be.
You just get it, don't you? Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better.
Good.
Welcome to Zendergate. I've been looking forward to your arrival. I am Dalton, acting commander of the 23rd Armored Division.
It's breathtaking.
Nothing I've heard could have prepared me for just how truly beautiful it is.
It's your first time here, huh?
It is. I've been really looking forward to it. If only the other three could be here to see it. Words don't do it justice.
They really don't. I wish I could have let you first see it under lighter circumstances.
It feels like only yesterday that we came here as part of our field studies.
It's moving to think that this is where our ancestor took up arms to fight at Dreikel's side.
It's held a special place in my heart beyond our ancestry, since our uncle and I were stationed here. Regardless, I will make for the watchtower and set about gathering information there. You should stick to your original plan and reunite with Gaius at the settlement.
I'm alright with that, but...
Are you sure it's wise to go alone? I think it'd be better if I came with you.
I know how capable you are, Kurt, but there's no need to worry about me. As a soldier, I'll have a much easier time operating a military facility. Should anything happen, however, I will be in touch. Take care.
I hope he's going to be all right.
I imagine that the prince's disappearance must be weighing heavily on him.
I had the chance to briefly speak with him about that on the train, actually.
I wanted to accompany them on their honeymoon, but Olivier insisted I not go. I got the impression he wanted to give me some time off to honor the war's end. Of all the times that idiot had to go and put my needs first.
Amazing. I've never seen plains so vast.
It's like we're afloat in a sea of green. Words can't do justice to its beauty.
Right, let's go.
Ready when
we
you
had
are.
the same reaction as students.
Yeah! I like it even more now that there aren't as many monsters as before.
Yeah, the armored division's done a bang-up job keeping the Highlands clean. Now we can ride straight through.
Yay! This is exceptional!
Right, let's go.
Ready when you are.
Yeah!
Now, let's go!
For one.
And one for all!
Let's go, everyone!
My turn. That was the Vander style in raw form.
I only get cuter.
I've only just begun.
Yeah! Right, let's go.
Ready when you are.
Yeah!
I bet I could buy a whole keg with this.
Yeah! Yeah!
That structure to the right is the watchtower monitoring Calvert, yes?
Yep. And the plateau on the left has got what they call the Stone Circle.
It's thought to be an old monument from when animism dominated the region.
Yeah! Now, bring it on! Crimson Flash! Now! Yusei, cover me!
Leave it to me!
Very well.
Strike!
There!
Attack! All right! Dark blades! Aim true! Here to play! Go blue wings and fly! Let's go!
I'm up! Crimson Flash!
My turn. Was that all?
Ready, right, let's go!
Ready when you are!
It's tough. We'll need to be careful.
Wow, we got something so nice!
Yeah!
Be on guard. It's strong.
Cut through! Now!
I'll help!
My turn.
Here to play! This'll get a bit spicy! Fire! I'm going! Dark blades! Aim true! Go on!
Understood! It's my turn! Crimson Flash! My turn! Strike! There!
Attack!
I land it!
It's my turn! All for one!
And one for all!
Everyone, please help! Here to play. Go blue wings and fly!
Let's go! Crimson Flash! It's down!
I'll help!
You're finished!
Don't be afraid to give me a real, thorough review, Instructor.
Innuendo.
I only get cuter as I level up.
I've only just begun. Yeah! Yeah!
We're almost at the settlement. It feels so great here.
It makes me wish we could keep riding on through forever.
It's a shame we'll have to dismount soon.
It's so nice to see you're both already as much in love with this place as we are.
We made it to the settlement.
We did, but...
This is my first time seeing yurts.
You would normally see more of them. I wonder what's going on.
Already?
There's Class 7. It's so good to see you all again. How have you been?
Is he an acquaintance of yours, Instructor?
I'm not sure that we've met.
Come on, that's not very funny. I know it's been a while, but I knew you from a glance.
Wait, I see it now.
Toma?
Your guy is his little brother, right? Looks like someone hit his growth spurt.
Did you meet during your field studies?
Yeah. Gaius' family as a whole has been very welcoming whenever we've come to Nord. It's kind of funny to say, but you're getting to be around the age we were on our first visit, huh?
Yeah, that sounds about right. But you really didn't recognize me then? I gotta say, that stings a little.
Sorry, but you honestly do look so much more mature than when we last met. You must be Charles then. You've grown up a lot yourself.
You think? Thank you.
Gaius had mentioned you were coming, but I didn't expect you to arrive so soon after he said it. Speaking of which, you should be coming back soon.
Coming back now, actually. I hope you all had a pleasant journey from the capital. Good to see the winds kept you safe.
Right back at you.
I hope your investigation's been going well.
Sounds like we've arrived at a busy time.
Not at all. Most of the work for moving the settlement has been finished already. But let me make us some tea before we talk any further. You must be tired.
Nord tea is as soothing as I've been told.
It really is. Black tea is relaxing too, but the flavor of these leaves is very distinctive.
I'm glad you approve.
Haven't been able to enjoy a cup of this since your field study.
You tried it then? I would have thought you'd been unable to since you joined near the end of our stay.
That's right. You and Sharon came by to check up on us around the same time. It's weird, the things you forget.
We have plenty more, so please, have as much as you like. It's too bad you weren't here yesterday to try the cheese we made. It was so good!
Cheese or no cheese, you've given us more than enough of a welcome. My travel fatigue is all but gone. It's amazing seeing how much you two have grown since we saw each other. You look like you're taking after your mom, Sheeta.
You really think so? I'm happy to hear that. And you look even cooler, and Emma looks even prettier.
I think so too. Gaius has always kept us up to date on how you've been and the ways you've changed. You've overcome a great many ordeals on the road to where you sit now. It makes me so proud to see the students we've hosted go on to accomplish so many great things.
You're kind to think of us so much.
Thank you for saying so. I hope we can keep making you proud.
And now my pride extends to you two as well. That's just how mothers are.
Did we ever introduce ourselves to you guys? That's our mom, and we're Gaius's little sisters. I'm Sheeta, and she's Lily. Thanks for being bros with our bro.
It's been a while since I was last here. Feels so empty without all the yurts.
Well, once we're back to normal, you'd better pay us a visit. Your students are welcome too, of course.
I wouldn't miss a chance to come back here.
Everyone ready?
Strike! There! It's time to strike!
Yes! There! I'm here! Go blue wings and fly! It's my turn! Dark blades! Aim true!
Let's go! Crimson Flash! Now! Yusei, cover me!
Yes! Don't be afraid to give me a real, thorough review, Instructor.
Innuendos aside, from where I'm standing, you get full marks in combat. Yeah! Yeah!
This place is so expansive that I don't even know where to begin to look.
Do you see that big statue? It's called the Guardian. It would be a nice start, I think.
Not a bad idea. We can branch out into a full search from there.
Be on guard. It's strong. Crimson Flash! It's down!
I'll help! I'm here! Go blue wings and fly!
My turn. Strike!
It's my turn! Dark blades! Aim true! Go on!
Too slow! Not on my watch! Not today! An opening! It's my turn! Crimson Flash! It's down! Yusei, cover me!
Understood!
My turn! All for one, and one for all! At once!
There! Here to play! No, leaving so soon. Penta shot! Let's go! Instructor Rain!
Leave it to me!
Don't be afraid to give me a real, thorough review, Instructor.
Innuendos aside, from where I'm standing, you get full marks in combat.
Nice! That'll do it!
I only get cuter as I level up.
I've only just begun.
I did it! Woohoo!
All right, let's go!
Ready when you are.
Yeah!
Strong. Easy now.
Strong enemy! Be careful!
Crimson Flash!
Very well. Strike! There! It's time to strike!
Leave it to me! There! I'm going! Dark blades! Aim true! Go on!
Too slow!
Here to play! Go blue wings and fly!
It's my turn! Crimson Flash! Now! Yusei, cover me!
Leave it to me!
Let's go! Strike! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
I only get cuter as
I've only just begun.
I don't think that chest belongs to anyone.
This one's strong. Be careful. Cut through. It's down.
I'll help.
Very well. Here we go.
Attack.
Behold, the Vander dual blade style. Now, you're done for. Ragnar, strike!
I'm here. Go blue wings and fly. It's my turn. Dark blades. Aim true. A chance. Now.
Understood.
I'll care for
you?
Thanks. I'm up. Crimson Flash! It's down!
I'll help. Here to play.
My mind is clear. My blade empty. Now! Ashen Flash! Shredded Leaves!
I'm here. Go blue wings and fly! Good work, everyone.
I've only just begun.
I need to keep getting better.
What an adorable treasure chest!
Yeah! Easy now. Yeah!
Guess luck is on our side.
Yeah!
Ooh, nothing like the rush of finding an unopened treasure chest.
Yeah!
Strong foe. We'd best be wary.
Yeah! Everyone ready?
Go blue wings and fly!
Very well.
Strike!
Here we go.
Attack!
I'll end it.
It's my turn. Ha!
I'm going! Dark blades! Aim true!
And open it. My turn.
Strike!
Was that all?
Nice! That'll do it.
I only get cuter as I level up. Woohoo!
Yeah!
call this one of the Highlands' most famous sites for nothing. Talk about statuesque. Literally. Maybe I'll start a listicle of the Empire's best views when I get back to the office.
Isn't that...
Is that you, Grace?
Oh, there you are. I've been waiting for you, Class 7. And you, Divine Blade. Congrats on the upgrade from Ashen Chevalier.
Gaius said there was another visitor, but he kept Who a surprise. So it was you.
I was just as surprised to find her in Nord, believe me.
How did you make it to the Empire with Crossbell occupied?
The only way I could have. I wasn't in Crossbell when the occupation went down. Around just before the ceremony started, I got an interesting lead through the Orbal net. So I left coverage of the actual signing to the others and jumped on the next train to Erebonia. Thinking on it now, I'm honestly not sure if I'd call that good or bad luck.
I can imagine.
This must all be very hard for you.
It is. But I've never been one for sitting around sulking when life throws me a curveball. There's gotta be a role for me to play in sorting all this out. The best thing I can do is get out there and take action. I wouldn't be much of a journalist or a crossbellin if I didn't.
should be safe to dock. I don't see any signs of the Ebon Defense Force.
Then we're good to go.
So sorry. I just don't know what came over me. How could I ever think of betraying you like that? It's okay, San-san. You can't keep blaming yourself. If anything, I should have known something more was wrong. I'm a terrible friend for not realizing that you were struggling so badly or being manipulated. And Elia means the world to me. I should have been able to tell something was amiss. Risha.
Thank you all for coming to our aid. I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't shown up when you did. Really, thanks.
Don't mention it. Glad we could make it in time. The one you should be thanking is Zeit. We were looking into what the EDF was up to when he told us that you were in danger.
Did he now? Still, it's not like you to be modest, Wazi. We really do appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for rescuing us, Sight. You were a hero back there. And I've been way overdue for one of these.
That you have. My apologies for not returning after the operation.
You're so flaky, Sight. Do you realize how long it's been? Tio and I have been waiting for you to show up again all this time, you know?
My apologies. As a holy beast, there are limits to how much I can interfere. I am astounded at just how much you all have grown. The children of man truly do grow apace.
We'll take your word for it. It would be nice to think I've grown a little, yeah.
I'm just overjoyed to see you again. You were sorely missed, Zeit.
Yes, it's good to be back.
In that case, I'd like to stay here as well.
Are you sure, Risha?
That makes sense. You evaded her attack for the most part, but weren't you still injured?
Yes. Please forgive me, everyone. I just need a little time. I'm still not ready to face up to what happened to Ilya and Sansan just yet.
And that's perfectly fine. If that's your decision, then we respect it.
That's right. I'm sure you'll be able to find your way forward. And I'll be happy to have your help here in the meantime.
I'd be happy to help.
We'll cut things short for today. Enjoy your freedom while you can and have fun struggling against the inevitable. You're helpless to stop us now that you've lost your way.
This'll be good. Crap. I bet we could fish here.
You didn't have to do that, but the gesture is still appreciated.
Yeah, I've never fixed medical equipment before, so I didn't want to get anyone's hopes up.
You could have had me fooled with such fine work. You both did splendidly.
I believe I owe you an apology. A big one. None of this would have happened had we protected everyone at the signing ceremony like we swore to. If only we'd been stronger.
Hey, come on, Tio.
Oh, Tio.
Look, Lloyd, it's Tio.
I thought she might come here. Thank goodness she's all right. It looks like they're talking to evacuees from the city.
Hold on just a minute.
Huh?
What's gotten into you guys all of a sudden? Hey! Get a hold of yourselves! What is wrong with all of you?
There really isn't any need to be so pessimistic.
No, that's not true at all. The SSS is going to keep fighting. We have allies we can depend on. The CPD, CGF, and even our friends from outside Crossbell. There are people who will surely help us. We won't allow you to suffer like this. We'll be the ones to put an end to it.
Tio.
Tio, you shouldn't. We were never hope to them?
That can't be true. We can't just give up and...
Everything we did was...
Can you all hear yourselves? You're completely full of it.
Lloyd, Kia, Wazzy.
Hey, you guys are all right. I was one of the people involved in that arrest, so let me make something perfectly clear. Letting Dieter Kreuss go free for what he did over 2 years ago was never an option. He attacked the city, had the speaker detained, and even tried to take over the entire continent. Dieter was arrested in accordance with state law. The same as any Crossbellin would have been. That's all there is to it. A responsibility? And why's that? Because you made them your symbols of justice? Because you decided they were your heroes? The SSS is just a division of the Crossbell Police Department. Nothing more, nothing less. You have no one to blame but yourselves for thinking any different. Their purpose isn't to make all of your problems go away. I know it's been a long 2 years. 2 years where all Crossbellins could do was powerlessly watch the Empire trample over their pride. It's natural to wish that a savior would appear and solve everyone's problems. But personally, I never wanted to see Crossbell come to that. What Crossbell has given me is irreplaceable. Friends and family that mean the world to me, like Lloyd and Vald. So it pains me to see this as someone who's come to love Crossbell more than his old home.
Wazzy.
The SSS chose the path they did because they wanted a little girl to be free. But that same little girl couldn't help but feel it was her fault when she saw Erebonia invade and take over her home. Because she knew that none of it would have happened if she didn't exist.
Kia, no.
But she wasn't the only reason they chose the path that they did. The SSS had also seen how strong Crossbell became, facing adversity over and over again. They knew that if they chose any other path, the efforts and sacrifices of so many would be lost. Their home would never be the same. And they, along with that little girl, believed from the bottom of their hearts that all of Crossbell would overcome it for the better.
She's right. That was what we decided.
I want to answer the trust they placed in me however I can. I was all alone once, somewhere very dark. It's because of everyone around me that I have so much to be thankful for. The SSS and the people of Crossbell made me into the person I am today. So now I want to fight to help them. That means I'm here to pave a path forward for all of you too. And on it, I just know we'll see brighter days, because it was Crossbell and its people that taught me the strength to persevere.
It's disappearing.
everyone.
We have to keep doing what we always have. That's to keep moving forward, one step at a time. But we're not naive enough to believe that will be enough to take back what we lost. It's going to take the help of everyone who calls Crossbell home. So do me a favor and think about how you can help. What you would give to be free. And I promise the SSS will support you just as much as you've always supported us. Tio. Sorry I kept you waiting again. I'm glad you're okay.
Do you hear yourself? I'm the one breathing a sigh of relief. Your injuries seemed so severe. And then we were all separated.
So that's what this is all about. I can't imagine how tough it's been for you three being kept in the dark. Thanks for worrying about me. I know it couldn't have been easy.
It never is. You're always so reckless. But I knew you'd come looking for me again. Boy, I'm so glad you found me.
Wasn't gonna stop till I did.
Oh.
Would you listen to them go on and on?
I'm so happy for you, Tio.
Would you knock it off with the crying already?
get to the underground station through the lobby.
Oh! I spot the door! Beat you there!
Let's make this quick.
Gummy Gunner, activate! Absolute Zero! Status, all green.
Bring it! Think you can dodge this? Septenary shot! How soothing this is. An opening. Let's go, Lloyd.
Got it!
Gotcha!
Raring to go.
Let's go!
Raring to go. Yeah! I got some good data.
So Kia, Wazi, a little late, but I've been meaning to thank you for earlier.
For what?
Whatever is it for this time?
Don't play dumb. I'm talking about how you chimed in at the hospital. You helped me realize something important. The citizens of Crossbell weren't the only ones who had lost sight of the truth. We had too. The SSS had a clear dream 2 years ago, when Crossbell was annexed by Erebonia. We wanted our home to be free again, but it wasn't just that. We weren't blind patriots, fighting to protect personal pride or acting on some grand ideal. Had we been, our actions wouldn't have led to Crossbell losing its freedom. wouldn't have led straight into the arms of the Empire, and the little girl we protected over giving Crossbell its freedom and future wouldn't be here supporting us. What we truly wanted, for her and for every citizen who would have to bear the burden of our choices, was for them to smile. And if we could give them their home as well, then they could be free and smile as much as they dreamed. It really was that simple.
Lloyd.
It's true. That's how I felt. And I'm sure Ellie and Randy would say the same. But sadly, I agree. Somewhere along the line, we lost sight of that goal. The more expectations people placed on us, the more we became convinced we were obligated to win back the state's freedom.
That soon turned into wanting to be seen as the very symbols of independence, to be seen as heroes to our home. All the while, we were turning our eyes away from the feelings of despair and distrust that the people had been harboring. Those feelings were probably what allowed Rufus's words to worm their way into the citizens' hearts. But regardless, we aren't going to lose our way again. We'll keep sight of our goal this time and do things our way. We're not miracle workers. We'll just do our best to make people's lives better, while others help us as much as we help them. That's what's allowed us to come this far.
Good. That sounds more like the SSS I fell in love with. And if you ask me, that's what it's going to take if you want to make it through this ordeal too. Every crisis you've overcome to date has been with the help of countless others, and this will be no different.
I think what Wazzy means to say is every crisis we've overcome, because we're all one big family at the end of the day. That's why I decided to become Key of Bannings.
This is a chance for us to start over from zero, then.
That's right. We're going to reclaim everything that was taken from us. And as always, we're going to fight, struggle, and shine the light on the truth. Together.
Huh? What was that?
I heard it too.
That sounds like...
it's gunfire.
And not just gunfire either.
Look up ahead.
Stop where you are, rebels! Surrender now, or there will be no mercy!
You holding up all right, Tina?
I'm fine. But at this rate... Get down, you two!
There's more of them. Where did you guys come from?
The SSS? What are all of you doing down here?
We can explain later. Let's focus on taking care of these guys first.
The SSS, huh? It must be our lucky day.
Our Helmut will punish all who dare to oppose the Supreme Leader!
That must be the name of this new model.
This is the last place I want to fight a Zalber soldat. Nevertheless.
Exactly. Now's not the time to falter. Everyone, prepare for battle!
I'll back you up with my orders.
Got it.
Okay. Threat level high.
Go down! Get up!
I'll follow up. Take this!
Damn you!
It's my go. Dummy gunner, activate. Absolute zero.
Right. They're open!
Following up. I'll go. I'm gonna get ya. Take this! Take this!
My turn. Now!
It's my turn.
Zero Breaker!
Okay. All for one.
And one for all!
Everyone, come on.
Gotcha.
Dad? Who can do it? You can.
You!
I'll go. Arcus, activate! Take this!
Crying out loud.
If you need me. Cannon activate! Good luck, everyone!
Thank you.
Right. Let's do this.
This is it! Tiger charge!
Charge up!
Thanks.
It ends here! Ta! Rising sun!
Raring to go. Ready. Break! Everyone, come on!
Got it!
Understood.
You got it!
You did it. Together.
Yeah! You guys kicked butt out there!
Nice! I did it!
I gotta look.
Of course I'd improve.
you!
Are you freaking kidding me? I can handle this, so let me...
Does your dumb, thick skull have eyes? You saw how many there are, and they have that new model with them. I have a different request for you, Agate Crossner. Protect Tita, even if it costs you your life. Do I make myself clear?
Damn it, Erica!
Mom! Mom!
Let's finish this up quick.
They're open!
Following up! Okay. Dummy gunner, activate! Absolute zero!
If you need me, I'm gonna get ya!
All right. You chose the wrong guy to mess with.
Nice! I did it! Now's our chance.
Knock him down in one blow!
They're open!
Following up!
It's over! Let's go! Toast down! Now! Follow me, Tina!
Understood! It's my go. I'll go. I'm gonna get ya.
You asked for it.
I'll go. Sorry.
It's my turn.
Let's go! Toast down! You chose the wrong guy to mess with.
Careful, okay? That monster looks strong.
There! Watch out! This one's tough! It's my turn! They're open!
Following up! I can do it! I'm gonna get ya! Okay. Ready.
Right.
Let's go!
Okay, here I go! Take this and this! Orbital compression at 40%, 80%. Gotta keep it going! 120%! I'll make it impulse! Fire!
My turn! Toast down! Now! Follow me, Tina!
Understood! It's my go! Ready!
Right!
Weak! Let's go!
Okay. Yeah!
It ends here!
Take this! Here's our chance!
They're down!
It's my turn! All for one!
And one for all!
Everyone, hold it up! Gotta be tougher than that to stop us.
Yeah! You guys kicked butt out there! Leveled up. I got a little stronger.
Nice. Of course I'd improve.
Hey!
Looks like we're not alone. Now's our
Aim and
chance.
knock their asses farther underground.
Yeah.
There! Let's finish this up quick.
Go down! Now! Follow me, Tina!
Yes! Okay. Ready. Break!
There!
I'll go. I'm gonna get ya!
It's my turn. Right. All taken care of. Yeah. Now's our chance. Got you.
Knock him down in one blow! Go down! Now! Follow me, Tina!
Understood. It's my go. Semi-gunner, activate. Absolute zero. There's more.
Let's go! Go down! Now! Follow me, Tina!
Yes. Raring to go.
It's my turn. Hey!
If you need me, I'm gonna get ya. Here's our chance.
There!
It's nice to know I'll always have you to watch over me.
A promise is a promise, yeah? I ain't going nowhere. Time to kick open that treasure chest.
Now's our chance.
I'd love to take a closer look at this.
Hey!
We get the first attack. Semi-gunner, activate. Absolute zero. There.
There!
If you need me,
I'm gonna get ya.
Right. All taken care of.
You guys were super cool!
Nice! I did it! Hey! Now's our chance!
Looks tough.
Got you!
Look out! That one's strong! Commencing drive!
Let's retreat! All for one!
And one for all!
Everyone, move in!
Gotcha!
Keep it up, everybody!
My turn. Goes down! Now! Let's keep it up, guys!
Understood!
Roger that!
I'll go. I'm gonna get ya! Here's our chance!
There!
It's nice to know I'll always have you to watch over me.
Wonder who would put that chest there.
Finish this up quick.
Goes down! Now!
Right! Now!
Following up! Okay. Semi-gunner, activate! Absolute zero!
I can do it! There's more!
It's my turn! Zero Breaker!
If you need me... Ready or not?
Let's go! Goes down!
Raring to go. Ready. Up. Okay.
All right.
Right.
My turn.
Raring to go. Up.
Let's go. Come back when you're stronger. Nice.
Let's begin.
I'm gonna get ya!
Let's go! Go down!
Raring to go.
It's my turn.
It's my go. I got some good data.
Of course I'd improve.
Hey! Hey!
Now's our chance. We won't lose! All for one!
And one for all!
Everyone, move in!
Gotcha!
Hey!
Who can do it? You can!
Let's go! Go down! Come back when you're stronger.
Leveled up.
Better take good care of something so rare. Very nice. We made it to the other side.
If we keep going north, we'll reach the station for the military factory. We're not out of the woods yet, so be
Now's our
sure not to
chance.
let anyone spot you.
A new thread of destiny has been spun. Your path to where all may gather has been paved.